It's 4 p.m. here on Island Radio 101.3 FM at the Sage Projects. That means it's a video game journalism time, courtesy of the Lab Video Game TV, where our game is never over. Originally released on the MetaQuest platform February 16th, 2023 by developer and publisher Soul Assembly. Then October 29th, 2025 on Steam, Flat and PC VR. Drop Dead the Cabin is a departure from its rail shooter roots. Now a PvE multiplayer wave shooter with a roguelike feel to it. You're lost in the woods and a derelict cabin is your first sign of refuge. But this is no ordinary cabin, and these are no ordinary woods. Grab a weapon or two. Keep the generator going, keep the lights on and the communications live to survive the undead onslaught. Play solo or co-op, VR or flat, just to survive. Thanks to the developers for the Steam key.
Have you got what it takes to survive the cabin?
Released November 5th, 2025 on PC and Switch by developer Mono Entertainment and publisher Kodansha. Create your manga pages in the Fable. Manga Build Roguelike, a deck builder where you collect manga panels to attack, defend, and move. Strategize well to land well-planned attacks on the Yakuza. You take on the roles of Akira, Yoko, and Suzuki, using their individual skill sets to your advantage in this turn-based roguelike card battler. If roguelike deck builders and manga are your jam, then check this one out on Steam or the eShop. Thanks to Stride PR for the Switch key. Originally released June 21st, 2023 on the MetaQuest platform, then August 19th, 2023 for PC VR on Steam by developer Games by Stitch and publishers Canada Media Fund and Ontario Creates. Spectre, a unique VR eldritch horror narrative experience, one completely playable with hand tracking, which I did a review for on release, now has a director's cut. Released October 21st, 2025. As the winner of 6 awards and 11 nominations and selections, Spectre is the kind of a VR experience I'd advise you to test for yourself. I can safely say I've experienced nothing else like it. The director's cut is free to all who already own the original on MetaQuest and Steam. It offers up better visuals, smoother hand tracking, and several quality of life improvements. Spectre Director's Cut is also available on Samsung's Android XR. Thanks to Games by Stitch for the keys. Released October 24th, 2025 on Steam, PS5 and Xbox Series by developers S-Dip Games and EverDark Labs and publisher Dojo System. Relive 80s horror in EverDark Undead Apocalypse, a vampire first-person shooter that blends boomer shooter-styled combat, narrative, exploration with survival horror elements. The publisher boasts no zombies, no cliches, just faith, fire, and darkness. And although I will argue that the use of garlic, holy water, crucifixes, and stakes are very much cliches, I'd still recommend you give this redemption story set in a cursed land with distinct and relatively unique characters a shot. Thanks to the publisher for the Xbox Series key. Look out for a stream of EverDark Undead Apocalypse on YouTube, Trovo Live, and Twitch coming soon from the Lab Video Game TV. Released November 6th, 2025 on Steam by Argentine indie developer 7 Leaf Clover and publisher Wandering Wizard. Engage in frenetic, fast-paced 90s first-person shooter-styled action with hack-and-slash melee mechanics in a rebel engine. Guns, fists, and blades, baby. Free robot kind from the oppression of the concrete megacorporation. You are Asimov, a robot getting up in age, armed with a massive loading claw, a wide range of brutal weaponry, and a score to settle. There is a full single-player campaign and an arena horde mode. master your combos, find your ideal loadout, and get this rebellion underway. Thanks to Plan of Attack for the Steam key. I may be streaming this one on YouTube, Trovo Live, and Twitch. Be on the lookout for that.